Look at these little worms.
Might be the butler who's got something. He's got something.
You told me about the butler that your mom and dad had that you called the slutler, right?
And you used to like torment him and like.
I never had a butler.
Tomar he used to say, well, number one, he comes from wealth. He always says, I come from money, I can do whatever I want. But he said, I used to have a butler and I used to torture that SOB. I used to.
What exactly makes us a pawn?
What do you mean a pawn?
You always refer to us as pawns in your big game, in your big master plan. You say, I see movable objects which can be manipulated in my hands.
I am writing a book, and if you want to check that out when it's released, I think it'll give you more perspective on why I see you all that way.
Every time I let you borrow something, you're like,
that's called castling.
I've done it again.
That's called castle. Like I'm always referring to chess. Is that?
Yeah, I would assume. I don't know. I haven't read the book, apparently.
Tomar will always often give me a free Coca-Cola and say, you understand the law of reciprocity, right? This is a classic persuasion technique. You see, I give you something, and now you, in turn, feel indebted to me. So now I want you to help clean up my apartment. And I say, all right, dude, I guess. That is a pretty good argument.
He's used that on me, my visiting family, my friends.
He did that on my 7-year-old little cousin. He had my little cousin... He had him cutting his hedges.
I had her wash all the dishes. I actually made her wash them twice because she did such a shitty job the first time.
You made little Umar do that?
Little Umar Hadel.
Why would my cousin be called Umar?
Umar Hadel.
Because he's played the game on your aunt, dude. He was in the delivery room holding her hands for 14 hours while she delivered that child, and he said,
I request but one thing in return for this.
They weren't called Umar until he gave him the Coke, and then they changed it.
I feel like I'm a little character right now, like a little baby, and I feel like this is Tomar looking down at me.